combo. But a lot of the bans remaining the same here, indeed. So we aren't going to see the Jarvan here whittle down a little bit on the jungle pool. You still have stuff, you know, like the Pantheon and the Xin if you want those AD threats to pair, though.
That guy's on eSports Garage. The guy that was on the screen right there. Shout out them.
eSports Garage, definitely give them a follow. And there's the Xin right there. First pick immediately slammed down. Very suspicious here. Again, Seraphine priority really dropping a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, the kind of one of the more common answers we've seen in the Lucian Melio already taken off the table. Also, Caitlyn Bard, Ezreal Nico not available, and there we go, the Seraphine locked in.
There it is.
Run from it, but it is inevitable. Ashe Seraphine.
I definitely can't give it over to the other composition once you have the Xin Zhao here, so they'll have to pair a different jungler with it than like the J4s, the Xin Zhaos, as those are off the table here.
And I am wondering if maybe they'll go for a little bit more of some of the creative answers we've seen, like potentially a Mel bot lane that we've seen, specifically more from, I think of Paze and Keria as playing out. Yeah, there we go! Okay, I was right. So they are going for kind of this super aggressive, Mel. It's going to be the Pyke locked in for Seos bot lane going into that Ashe Seraphine, and then immediate response with the Pantheon going down for Jose.
Yeah, all the ones that we're looking at. Okay. Honestly, TL, you know they're really comfortable in this because they have run similar stuff so many times, but can Bvoy pull off like a Paze style game here, a performance? We'll see.
Well, even more than that, it's my eyes are on Seos, right? Who's kind of had a little bit of a rough split. I do think he is better on some of these like primary engagers or initiators. I am curious to see him pulling out this Pyke, and we'll see what he's able to do on it, because it's not just the Mel, right? It's the combo of the two.
Yeah, and it's very volatile. You know, it's very risky because Pyke, if you don't play Pyke well, then you become super useless for your team later on. So you have to be able to put that pressure, all this execute pressure, you know, look for good Bone Spear angles, get these pulls, get those flashes and summoner spells off of the bottom lane, and allow your combination here with the Pyke and the Mel to open up a lot of aggressive plays.
Yep. And that's where I'm looking at Contractz, our boy, right? Like we were talking about how important he is to this team, how when he get involved in what Shopify wants to do early, it's always kind of better for them, right? So I am really curious to see where he's going to start and whether he's going to just be pathing straight bot to really focus on getting this bot lane ahead.
And I also want to remind people, Yeon piloted the Mel recently as well, did not find a lot of success on that. So a bit of a call out here, Bvoy pulling it out instead, saying, all right, I'll show you how it's done. But I like that you're mentioning the pressure on a player like Seos here to perform on the Pyke, as now it's Akali locked in here for Team Liquid.
And a big smile on QUID's face for that one as we get the Nasus hover on the other side.
You're not Griffin, and your team is not FlyQuest.
And they already have Xin Zhao locked in, so.
Well, that makes me think it could be a solo lane Xin Zhao. So,
I mean, top Sejuani is also very real, so I do want to leave that there because top Sejuani is also quite real, and you can play a little bit of AP with it too. So either of those two, definitely swappable.
Well, now I'm gonna imagine Sion top, Sejuani jungle with the Xin Zhao mid lane.
Or that's your guess.
Mid.
I'm gonna guess the Sion mid.
Yeah.
Sion mid.
Sion.
Ooh.
Okay.
What about Sion bot with Pyke support? Mel mid.
I like the cooking. You know, Kangas is just gonna write up all the recipes.
Okay, can we get the mathematical equation of how many different comps you could have?
Game 3. Your season is on the line right now as we see Zaahen locked in as the final pick for Morgan, going top side. I'm going to assume. But yeah, as we see.
There we go. So Xin Zhao mid lane, we have, I've seen it creeping up in solo queue.
Yeah,
I don't know how many.
Xin.
Yeah. I mean, you're still going for like the Dusk and Dawn build.
Yeah.
And you're able to get a little more gold income than you would in the jungle. But same theory, right? You're just going to be a kind of melee bruiser that's just, uncontestable.
Yeah.
Static Shiv, you get cool stuff.
I like it. They threw it down as first pick.
And you did believe me.
I was like, your recipe, Kangas. I don't know.
Sounded a little dubious.
Could go around.
Kangas did get the stunner on Rez. We'll see if that plus is very
on
drafts.
Kangas.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
It's all on me. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. It's not on Shopify. I'll take this one. I'm also hearing from production, first Xin Zhao mid in LCS history.
Yep.
Backs against the wall. Shopify have to win out from here in the series to keep their spring split dreams alive. And they're locking in Xin Zhao mid to start it off. Team Liquid 1 win, and they continue through the lower bracket. Riot Games Arena, do you believe in the Xin Zhao mid lane and Shopify? Or do you think Team Liquid's gonna take it? Game 3 is underway. I also gotta say, props to everybody who showed up in the arena today. I've been hearing the Let's Go Liquids. Y'all been making noise all day. Give a round of applause to yourself in the Riot Games Arena. You are fantastic. It's good to be back.
All right. NACL had theirs in mid as well on the 15th, quite a while ago. See if it can be as effective. Or more effective, because looks like Aojun won the game but was 2-6.
2-6-6. Contributed to some assists.
They won the game, okay?
Yeah.
A dub's a dub. A win's a win.
Let's see it, Zinie. I mean, okay, so Zinie cooked on his Galio build. How would you rate the flavor of that cook?
Ooh, the flavor of the Galio build?
Because he also is cooking here
yeah.
with his you think this one's gonna be better?
I mean, that last one's when you're just experimenting, like you're kind of running out of food in the kitchen, so you just kind of throw stuff together. Like, it makes sense. You're making the best you can.
It's a pantry build?
Yeah, you know, you're like, I didn't make it out to the grocery store, so let's just use what we got here. But this one, much bigger fan of. Now it's time to toss it to Jat with Shopify Rebellion's coach, Revan.
We got the perfect man, Revan, down 0-2 on the series. Fate of the universe on the line. Aliens are at the door. Give me mid lane Xin Zhao. Tell me about this pick.
We've been, wait 1 moment. Oh no. Oh, thank God.
It's fine.
Okay, this is actually not bad, but, because that was one time. But we've been practicing this for a while, ever since the new AP build was discovered, and it also synergizes well with Storm Raider Surge, I think it's called. So we just wanted to give them comfort picks, especially for like Zinie, because I felt like game 1 I would have drafted as not the easiest, but I do think game 2 we should have won, and I think we're just lacking a lot of confidence. I know it's a pretty,
You got one more.
Nice. It's a pretty cliche term, but it just really felt like we were playing without confidence, specifically in game 2. So I just wanted to give them their comfort picks and not try to make the draft too out of sync.
Yeah, I mean, the Mel Pyke bottom lane as well. Is that with the Xin Zhao, or is that more just for the AShe Seraphine is the last question before we go back to the casters?
We didn't really prioritize it as a trio, but it's just still good because if they didn't take it, we're going to take it. And Mel Pyke is just a decent entrant to AShe Seraphine in general. This is fine. Sion dying is fun. And then, ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good start to the game. Back to the casters.
All right, I'm gonna petition.
Great start.
We need to get a microphone on Revan for every game they play now. I'm just curious to hear that guy's thoughts.
Dude, if Zinie had died there, I mean, it was still scary. It was still bad. And Zinie does not have flash now on mid lanes in, but that would be brutal if he had died there and Revan had to watch that live.
Yeah. But he did get to see that really nice wraparound gank from Contractz, right? We talked about how important it was to get Contractz involved super early in this Mel Pyke bot lane. TL are pushed super far up on the AShe Seraphine, easy wraparound there. And then when TL tried to respond on top side, Fudge is actually able to trade 1-for-1.
Yeah, both of us always love the 3 camp timers for ganks.
Yep.
You know, throwing that in early, especially when you have a kill lane. As we keep on being like, oh, you have to play so aggressive with Pyke and Mel. Look for your kills. You know, get those summoner spells down. And so Contractz, he does the 3 camp gank. It is successful, and then he can get up to his top side and get a couple more as well. And then Jose also responding, though, so both junglers getting involved. Jose got the top side kill. It's just that the zombie body answered Jose's play, and so Fudge still got one back and ends up in CS in the top lane for the top Sion.
Oh, Jose is actually stacking up his passive, though. Could look for a potential play. No flash available means it's really tough, but if you just land the slow onto Bvoy, maybe that's enough. Zeus is pushing forward 2. Let's see if they actually... I mean, this is an ambitious play. I feel like if Jose's still there, you're spending a lot of time. Okay, he's back onto his Krugs. That makes more sense.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of camps on top side he needs to get over to. It's always interesting when the junglers don't have smooth early first clears, so then the camps are all kind of sporadic.
Yeah.
It's similar for Contractz doing the 3-camp gank, so then his Raptors are going to be desynced, and he didn't even do his Krugs. So our junglers are going to be hard to predict because their respawns are a little bit more abnormal. Jose's are more in line, and so he'll just be clearing up to topside again while Contractz goes over to the Dragon.
Yeah, and I mean, because of the bot lane prio,
he wants to come contest it, looks like. They're going to come over. Can he even get there in time? That Dragon, I feel like, is going to go down so quick, though.
QUID's
also, the rest of TL aren't in position.
That's gone, bro.
Okay, Jose just wasted a little time then, walking down towards the bottom side. Now we're repathing top side. Successful first Drake secured for Shopify.
Yeah, and that's pretty strong for Shopify. Again, like, I think super important, get this bot lane ahead, then get first Drake off of that pressure. However, we've seen this before.
Ooh, in comes Fudge to back up the jungle. Josedeodo looked for the invade, and he's got QUID behind him, but in comes Zinie! Picks up a kill for Shopify Rebellion. His Contractz flashes away for the perfect execution. QUID gets out of there as Wind Become Lightning almost able to follow up for Zinie, but Shopify backing up their jungler at the Raptors.
Dude, Fudge deserves honor already. He plays weak side, he got a counter kill, and then he comes over and defends his jungler's Raptors for him. Big stuff there from the big man in the top lane.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really good to see Fudge. Again, like, we've talked about how he himself has been super critical of his performance, and this series, especially last game and now this game, has been having some pretty strong showings that the rest of the team can kind of play around. I love that we're still never giving up Raptors, though, ever.
No.
You know? Like,
I mean, it's like a magnet on them.
Yeah,
they're so important.
Doing a good job here, kind of predicting and laying down wards to set up some of these counters. It's incredibly important because those junglers definitely have a tendency to die for them. Will say as well, the synergy between the Sejuani and the APs in mid can go pretty hard.
Says Seos is now passing towards the mid lane here. QUID, we'll see it, gets knocked up, hold back, stunned, actually dodges that one as Core's trying to keep his mid laner alive, and QUID will get out of there. But supports helping out their mid laners respectively means that Zinie actually gets a little reprieve here to shove this wave in.
Yeah, he gets a reprieve to shove this wave in, and even more importantly, Contractz and Seos are still invading on this bot side of the jungle as the waves are pushed in mid and in bot.
Yeah, Seos has so much free time to roam around because bot side is winning so nicely for Shopify. You know, with Contractz ganking early on, Bvoy really good CS for himself, constantly pushing in. They always have the bot push, and so Seos making his time well worth it for the roaming through mid and trying to, you know, roam with Contractz as well. They don't find anything else though, and Jose's still able to farm.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, it still sets up, like, you want to be this kind of deadly presence. You want to constantly be a threat that Team Liquid have to worry about, especially if you are out on the map and roaming, with Bvoy kind of in a good spot on this Mel.
And I also want to give props to Zinie for just kind of coming back in this 1v1 lane. He was down about 2 waves at one point. Then he gets the kill, you know, a couple stacks of Dark Seal, and is right back even in the lane state. And there we go. You see the components coming in here. It's going to be a very fun build for Xin Zhao. Not one of the ones that you typically see on this champion, but his AP ratio is pretty solid, turns out.
Yeah, even with the changes too, to reduce a little bit of the AP healing and add some AP in for damage. Not the worst case, you know, a little extra damage here. Of course, the healing had been absolutely ridiculous after the first set of changes. And so definitely still very good here. And we'll see about the movement since Grubs are down, mid lane the focus.
Grand Starfall used on the Zinie Crescent Guard as well, but QUID can get inside of there, flash away. QUID goes under the turret, gets the kill, and gets out.
Yeah, and that's really, really nice from Jose, getting QUID back into a really good spot. We know how good QUID can be on these melee champs, and to kind of counter what this Xin Zhao is going to be able to do in fights, it's going to be really important for QUID to be able to kind of pick off priority targets. And now he's going to actually get a lot out of this, including some turret plates, because
at least the one. I don't know if he'll be in range for a second if the minions actually get it for him, but either way, it now means a 400 gold lead back to QUID, who started off the laning phase fantastic, and is also now taking away those Dark Seal stacks from Zinie, so good Delta play there.
Yeah, no offense at all, but I would super rather have QUID on my team on Akali.
Yeah.
Especially, even considering they both have 1 kill, and even considering the CS is dead even. My faith in QUID on Akali has been proven. Whereas the faith, Zinie on AP,
you gotta earn it.
It's a little bit more risky, or a lot more risky.
A lot more risky, I'd say. However, Revan did say they practiced this.
Yeah,
he said he's comfortable on it. So, and I mean, Zinie has been willing to, we saw it from him in Challengers, but go for these kind of riskier picks and builds. And I'm glad that's continuing in LCS,
Yeah, I do like to see the creativity continuing, especially if you have, lost some standard games too, and especially like game number 1 for them. So I do like that Shopify are trying it, and especially with the bot side focus here. This one is really working out. Contractz hovering around this time again with the Sejuani having ult. You have to be very careful because the burst damage on Shopify is definitely there, and the CC layering too. Arrow goes mid. Yeah,
trying to look at Zinie, able to just back off of that one. So no arrow now for a dragon contest.
Yeah, and they did have eyes on where QUID was going. We'll see. Jose getting
flash from
chased
Jose
out
against the Glacial Prison. Contractz not able to land that one. Jose's down a summoner spell, but now can look to potentially re-engage with the team. QUID's about half health, though. If you get locked up as the Akali, you are in some danger, so it appears that Team Liquid are just backing off, and that's 2 Drakes now to Shopify.
Yeah, and again, nice from Shopify to use that pressure. They've been able to build and accrue from the bot lane to get some Drake stacking down. It does mean, next Drake will be Soul Point, and TL are going to have to consider contesting that a lot more immediately. But they're going to give this one up, kind of try to reset the map a little bit. Ashe going bot to catch that wave, and Seraphine going mid out onto the map with this Akali.
Yeah, I mean, Seos has been hovering mid so often. Core kind of, coming out here to help with a little bit of vision, maybe hover around as well before they transition back to standard. And so we're going to get the more like full lane rotation from Shopify side because they just positioned Bvoy in mid. With the Mel being fairly safe here, having double summoner spells and proto belt done.
Able to dodge out from the encore. Core thought maybe he would catch him unawares, but the reaction time was there for Seos, so now ultimate down on CoreJJ.
Yeah, I mean, Pyke is really slippery, hard to hit. You kind of got to super surprise him.
Yeah, get multiple control wards down as QUID right now, getting chunked out by Contractz and Seos. The arrow goes wide again, but QUID looks like he's out to safety, can just ultimate over the wall and is back out of there.
And bot lane was already pushed in, so they're going to lose a lot bottom for Team Liquid here. The wave was already dying to the tower. Zinie had pushed it up. Zinie now can also get turret plate money. So this Zin, the static shiv already completed and getting even more money.
Grand Starfall now into the bottom lane here. Zinie is trying to get back to the safety of his team. Jumps in onto CoreJJ. Nice little escape tool there for Shopify's mid laners. Now Bvoy's joining in as well. Team Liquid have QUID there, so they think they can get for more, but that's a double kill now to Seos. One answered back for QUID, actually make it 2. 2 for 2 in the extended trade. Not too shabby considering Team Liquid were down a member.
Yeah, and QUID's going to have to flash out as, so you do see Yeon trying to take a little bit down in the mid lane. But again, I really do love how Shopify have been trying to go for these aggressive plays. Obviously, that one might not have gone as well as they would have wanted. Now, especially with this Akali able to get out of there and push this wave, but we do see TP coming in pretty deep.
Okay, TP in from Fudge. QUID does not have flash, does not have ultimate available, so Fudge is just going to walk up, but does not press the R key. And that means that QUID is out of there.
Yeah, very competitive early game here, and Shopify, they have been stacking the dragons nicely for themselves. They do have, you know, the flash down on Seraphine, both summer spells in fact, and that's one of the things we're looking at. This champion, very, very squishy, and, you know, CoreJJ definitely will be the target. No summoner spells, and his ultimate actually will come up fairly soon, so at least we'll have that. But topside play from Shopify, they're sending Contractz and Seos once again working together.
Zinie's getting a lot of damage down. Contractz can't quite get in range in time though, and Jose is here for backup, so Seos decides to jump away, and Morgan is safe for now. But do we see a continued invade here? The Gromp is looking juicy. Jose starting it up and has the smite, so he'll just hit it and back off. Shopify just giving space for Zinie to push in this top wave and get more turret plates onto the mid lane Xin Zhao.
Yeah, and it forces Morgan to have to back off. It forces TL to kind of have to back off because they do up.
Now playing to the mid lane here on Fudge. Big tanky Sion, gonna be hard to actually kill. Bone Skewer lands only onto the jungler. Jose's got the Aegis Assault to keep him safe, and does not look like anybody's going down here. It's just gonna be Zinie and Contractz still on the Rift Herald. And objective secured.
Yep, they're on the Rift Herald, but you see where TL really do want to funnel their gold and pressure into with QUID taking down that bot tier 1. Kind of even thus far in this mid lane. Although QUID is still, again, he's 3-0-0 and he's in a really, really good spot.
I mean, yeah, he's in a good spot, but I just still want to credit Zinie here on a very unconventional pick for pro play. Keeping it even despite being down kills, dying a couple times himself. You know, he's still staying in this game. He's up in CS. He's gotten a lot of turret plates. A lot of that's the team playing around him as well, but I think we're starting to see how convinced are you on the cook now, Kobe?
Yeah.
Feel like the Xin Zhao mid,
I'd still rather have the standard meal of the Akali.
Okay. Rather spaghetti meatballs.
I'm not, but that's not saying that it is bad for Shopify. I mean, you can try and put to the test how much does AP Xin heal to stay alive in a Seraphine and like Zaahen fight. Zinie now
currently losing the 1v1. QUID almost with a solo kill. Jose comes in for the credit, but the majority of that damage belonging to QUID.
Just as we were about to say, like, I was going to be like, right, Kobe, and this will be really interesting as they set up for Drake. However, QUID killing off Zinie once again, a really crucial pick that then stops that Drake stacking for Shopify and could end up being a little bit of a turning point here in this game.
Yeah.
Herald's answered mid lane, so Shopify might be able to crack this one open. Looks like Team Liquid are going to try and hit some of this wave, and they have Jose with Grand Starfall, so Shopify got to just walk the Herald up, and it will not have quite enough to take down the entire turret.
Can they actually even defend their jungle too? Because Shopify want a little bit more. They're sticking around for the blue steal, and Team Liquid are making the call. I mean, they don't fire off the Ashe arrow, so I guess they're going to let him go.
Ooh, Jose jumped in, throws up the Aegis Assault, blocking all the damage. It's only Fudge and Contractz on 2 tanks, so not a lot of damage coming anyway. Successful defense of the blue buff from Team Liquid.
And they do need to rotate somebody bottom, because Zinie's pushing once again. This Xin is kind of destroying the minion waves quickly and pushing hard on side. So they are eventually going to send Zaahen down there, but the tower has already been finished off for Shopify in the bottom half. And the middle one only needs like one more hit anyway.
And there it is. It's going to go down. Glacial Prison will miss as now Grand Starfall from Jose. It's interrupted as he's trying to get out of there now, but in comes Seos. Death from below. Not enough damage for the execute. Fudge in some trouble as the rest of the team backed up, and a double kill to Yeon. Team Liquid take the team fight mid lane.
Yeah, that was, I mean, a really nice Grand Starfall coming in from Jose behind them, although...
Oh, the Bone Skewer not going to land. He has the Aegis Assault back up again. Zinie still thinks he has the damage. Crescent Guard goes in, but Jose stayed alive. Zinie just can't get onto him. Team Liquid's jungler stands. Zinie falls. Support falls. Team Liquid get QUID on a rampage.
I'm like, all right. AP Xin can heal a lot, Kangas, but have you heard of Sundered Sky? Also, just the most basic of healing. Dang. Okay, so Shopify, they're trying to finish off the tower. TL, they call the trap. Look at Jose the whole time, though. So he is able to barely survive there, then forces the flash of Seos down there, does get the Pyke to flash away, and then he's like, you know what? All right, we won the team fight. Poke around, cut out this zombie, and then I'll go back into farming. This is really sad because the Bone Skewer hits a raptor, but Zinie's like, all right, well, still have to go for it. and he's still able to get a Thunder Sky proc to heal really nicely, and it's enough for him to live 2. And you still get chased down. It's a sad story for the extra cook of Shopify.
Looks like we got more action mid right now as Jose looked for a plan to Bvoy. Contractz throws out the Glacial Prison to buy some time, and Bvoy does get back to safety. But at this point, I mean, the wheels have kind of fall off the Rebellion hype train as Zinie getting chunked out by Morgan. This AP Xin Zhao mid lane is just not paying back the hype that we had coming into this. Yeah, he's healing up. That's kind of cool, but Morgan just clears out the mid wave anyway. Now Contractz jumps in onto Jose, but they already lost Seos, and it does not look like they can turn onto Jose, but Zinie is there, and they got the shutdown. Team Liquid keep going forward as QUID unstoppable right now. They don't need their AD carry, they just need their mid laner. QUID with a triple kill.
QUID absolutely popping off in these fights. Would you say the standard meal of the QUID Akali is working out quite well here,
Delicious.
And Team Liquid's eating good. I'll tell you right now, QUID 7-0-3. Highlight reel level plays so far in this game.
Yeah, I mean, and also credit to TL, and specifically, I'd say Jose and Core for recognizing when they had to back up this Akali, right? Or making plays on the other side of the map so the Akali could get all of that turret gold and minion CS kind of funneled into her on the bot side, has set her up, and they've also just been making a lot of really great space for QUID in these fights, in particular, Jose.
All right, well, now I'm just thinking, like,
what do they do now,
can we
Kangas?
send
You
the
are the
dish
Shopify
back?
guy.
Can they send the dish back and say, no, there's
a hair in it?
There's a hair in the salad.
Here's what I'm
we get a
thinking,
different mid laner
Kangas.
now?
You go give Raz another stunner.
Oh, right now live on
Always
broadcast.
entertaining.
You got a superpower
I'll tell you right
Shopify.
now, if Raz comes up to the caster desk, I will stun him here at the caster desk. So that's on Raz.
If Raz wants to willingly come up here and be the sacrifice for Shopify, then Kangas will oblige.
How many stunners does
And
it take?
we will be entertained.
I'll do as many as I can. Grand Starfall onto Bvoy in the mid lane. Rocket Belt away, but yeah, there's no safety on that side of the river. QUID gets one, Yeon gets another. Team Liquid with a double kill mid lane.
Yeah, Seo's pretty much already dead before Jose even was able to Grand Starfall in there. I've really, really enjoyed Jose's Pantheon as well. I just think he's set up so many plays and again created so much space, and now TL are already on the Baron.
Started up and no contest here from Shopify Rebellion. You got a feel for the squad. Backs were against the wall. They tried something fun, but I mean, Team Liquid have just looked like the better team on the day in all these games.
Yeah, they have, although I will say I don't necessarily mind this. It's a bad trade for Shopify, but all they have right now are bad trades, right? And they will be in a position where TL will have to fight them at least for that soul. Which is pretty important.
Onslaught does not land on the QUID. He's able to sidestep that one. Fudge trying to get onto the mid laner. Jose goes over the wall, ages the soul to keep himself safe, but he's going to go down. Seos with the kill. Shopify find a crucial pick. Can they get more? Bone Skewer onto one. They pull back in Morgan. Then he flashes forward to knock back Morgan, but QUID goes legendary, punishing Zinie for the attempt as Morgan stayed alive. Yeon free firing onto Fudge, and in goes QUID yet again. 5-point strike will do a lot of damage onto this backline. Can he get onto them? Turns back onto Fudge to go legendary for another kill. Team Liquid still finding magic in the mid lane.
You gotta feel for him there in the Shopify camp. Again, I'm glad. I would rather see them try and cook, even if it does not work, than just lose on standard stuff. So, you know, props to them for trying. And the Mel Pyke burst damage, they're trying to clear the waves at the moment, but with Baron buff, there's not much you can do.
Not a lot of consistent DPS here if Zinie is this far behind, and also Bvoy again on the Mel. They don't have this like true AD carry that's going to be setting up something like a Pyke to go for the big resets and find these big plays.
Yeah, and as you see, TL resetting on the map now after taking down that mid and top side turret. Going to be pushing out this bot side wave and kind of just setting it up and making it really, really difficult for Shopify to respond to their siege. And I mean, this is where TL are most comfortable, right? Like, especially with the threat of QUID everywhere.
Yeah. The overwhelming global presence. Where's Akali? Akali is coming! Emily! Ah! The 10-0 Akali is probably coming for my life!
I know. Honestly, sometimes it's how I feel in my solo queue games.
And now, looks like Shopify are actually finding a pick here onto Jose, but they turn it right back around and said it's Contractz that's in trouble. Arrow will go wide onto Zinie, but QUID now chasing him down. Contractz falls. Team Liquid won even more. Grand Starfall into the backline. Josedeodo gets onto Bvoy. QUID make it 11-0 as he picks up the kill onto Zinie. And this is the final touches of the series. Team Liquid find 4 in the mid lane. Only the support will stay alive as they have Baron-empowered minions to take down the base.
Yeah, and I know Revan talked about the fact that they were comfortable with this cook, and I did appreciate it, but this is a really comfortable situation and champion picks for TL as well.
24 minutes, make it 25 on the clock here with 21 kills to Team Liquid. The Scrim Kings are showing up. The rebellion is quelled. GG, Team Liquid, 3-0 and advance to the lower bracket.
Farm a little more KDA as well. At the fountain, congratulations, Team Liquid, moving on in the playoffs.
Yeah, and off of, again, really classic comfort picks for them. The Pantheon coming out of Jose, it felt like he was targeted pretty consistently in these drafts with these jungle bans. Still had an amazing performance in all 3 of Team Liquid's games, I think, and, you know, really making a case for himself as why he's such a priority target in draft.
And I'm going to go in chat now and spam QUID.
Yeah.
Because that's my player of the game, and you should be spamming in chat as well. Who is your player of the game?
Sometimes
my player of the game is also
I would agree. I'm going to go QUID too. There's 3 of us. Hey, there we go. I don't even think the analysts need to vote. GG, Team Liquid. Well-deserved bow. Dominant performance from them. And, I mean, they had a close series last weekend. I think that they are kind of the boogeyman of the lower bracket right now. And this is why. I mean, they can win early game. They can come back from deficits. And they can also cleanly macro the games as well.
Yeah, and then on the other side for Shopify, again, I did like that they had the confidence to kind of pull this draft out. You know, when their backs were against the wall, we did see improvements from them, not just today, but kind of in their qualifying series. So unfortunately, back to the drawing board for them, and we'll see them back in split 3.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of pressure from both of these organizations this split, this year, to succeed. You know, TL, of course, investing a lot into it, as well as Shopify. And we are going to send it back to APA, who's there to interview his former teammate, Yeon.
I'm here with Yeon, the victorious 3-0 Team Liquid Yeon.
Good to meet you for the first time.
Of course, it's our first time ever meeting. How do you feel about the series?
Pretty good, actually. Of course. Yeah. To be honest, I think my mid laner played quite well today, especially the last game. So it feels very good.
Yeah, I mean, no wonder you replaced me, of course.
Yes, of course, of course.
Makes sense. I mean, from my series, from what I was watching, it looks like you're just bad and lucky. I don't think you did anything good this series. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
No, I got bad and lucky. Yeah, sums it up.
Bad and lucky makes sense. I mean, of course, you're just carried by Core and Morgan and all the other guys on Team Liquid over there.
Yeah. I think he's mainly the mid laner, but yeah.
So how do you feel about facing FlyQuest next week? Because last year and the years previous, Masu would always stun you. But what's going to happen next week?
It's another QUID quad battle. QUID usually wins it, so.
Does he usually win?
I think so.
Okay, well, I mean, that's why you replaced me then. QUID's going to carry.
Exactly.
Well, congrats, Yeon.
Thank you.
Congrats, Yeon. I'm going to send it back to the desk. See ya.